Let's get right into it. Number 10. Stretching before a workout is a terrible idea. Your gym teacher always made you do those long, painful stretches before PE class. Turns out they were setting you up for disaster. Scientists found that static stretching, the hold it for 30 seconds kind, weakens your muscles by up to 30% right before a workout. It also makes you more likely to get injured. Your muscles are like a cold rubber band. Stretch it hard right away, and it's more likely to snap. Here's what you should do instead. Your body is like a car on a cold morning. You let it warm up before you floor it. Do dynamic warm-ups, jumping jacks, arm circles, light jogging on the spot. These moves tell your muscles to get ready for action. Save those long, deep stretches for after your workout. That's when your muscles are warm, flexible, and ready to improve their range of motion without getting weaker or injured. Number 9. Incognito browsing isn't private. You know that feeling when you open an Incognito tab. That little spy guy icon pops up and suddenly you feel like James Bond, completely invisible to the world. That feeling is completely fake. Here's what Incognito mode actually does. It stops your browser from saving your history, cookies, and form data on your device. That's it. It's like pulling the curtains in your house. Sure, people inside can't see what you did, but everyone outside still knows you're home. Your internet service provider sees everything you do online. If you're using your work or school Wi-Fi, they can track every site you visit. The websites you browse can still know who you are. Google actually got sued this year over this. They had to pay $5 billion because people thought incognito mode meant actual complete privacy. When you open an incognito tab, Google literally tells you they're still watching. It's right there in that gray box nobody ever reads. Number 8. Closing apps on your phone wastes battery. You probably know someone who obsessively closes their apps to save battery. They double tap their home button every 5 minutes like they're playing whack-a-mole. They are actually making their battery life worse. Your phone isn't a confused toddler that needs help managing its tasks. It's a tiny supercomputer. When you see those apps in your recent apps list, they're not actually running. They're frozen, like Han Solo in Carbonite, using almost zero battery power. But when you force close them, you're telling your phone to completely wipe that app from its short-term memory. The next time you open it, your phone has to load it from scratch. That takes way more battery power than waking it up from its suspended state. Apple's own software chief confirmed this. When asked if you should force quit your apps, his response was a simple no and no. The only time you should force close an app is if it's frozen or misbehaving. Number 7. Your detox is just expensive water. You're sipping on that $15 charcoal lemonade, feeling all pure and cleansed. Scientists this year dropped another truth bomb. Your fancy detox is about as useful as a chocolate teapot. Your body already has a built-in cleaning crew that works 24/7. It's called your liver and kidneys, and they're the world's most efficient janitors, filtering out toxins while you sleep, work, or scroll through TikTok. People say they feel amazing after their cleanse. Of course they do. That's because they stopped eating junk food and started drinking more water for a week. It's like saying your car runs better after you stopped putting sand in the gas tank. Most of these detox drinks are just expensive ways to make your wallet lighter. That green juice that tastes like lawn clippings mixed with regret. It's basically cucumber water with a markup that would make a movie theater popcorn vendor blush. To help your body's natural detox system, just drink regular water, eat some vegetables, and get enough sleep. It's boring advice, but it's free, and it actually works. Number 6. Running is good for your knees. For years, everyone has been warning you that running will destroy your knees. You'll need a knee replacement by 40. Your cartilage will wear away to nothing. Science just proved them all wrong. A massive study that tracked thousands of runners found something wild. Runners are actually less likely to develop knee arthritis than non-runners. The people who got the most knee problems were often the sedentary ones who were protecting their knees by avoiding exercise. Every time your foot hits the ground while running, it sends a signal to your body. Instead of destroying your knees, this impact actually makes them stronger. It's like weight training for your joints. Your body adapts by building stronger cartilage and denser bones. It turns out that your body isn't an engine that wears out with use. It's a biological system that gets stronger with use. The real danger to your knees isn't running on them. It's letting them sit idle on the couch. Number 5. Mac computers get viruses. You bought a shiny new MacBook, and the person at the store told you, don't worry about antivirus software. Macs are immune to viruses. That's like saying, I bought an expensive car, so it can't get into accidents. Macs get viruses, and they're getting them more often than ever. For a long time, Macs were less targeted, simply because fewer people owned them. But now, they are an increasingly popular target for hackers. In fact, one report showed Mac malware detections grew significantly, with some new threats appearing at a faster rate than on Windows. Hackers know Mac users tend to have valuable data, and many don't bother with security software because they still believe the invincible Mac myth. It's like leaving your mansion unlocked because you think burglars only rob regular houses. So much for that built-in security. Time to stop believing your Mac is invincible and get some actual protection. Number 4, you use your whole brain. That thing people say about only using 10% of your brain? Turns out it's complete nonsense. Scientists have been trying to kill this myth for years, and modern brain scans make it clearer than ever. Your brain is like a 24/7 all-you-can-eat buffet, and it's always active. Even when you're doing nothing, your brain is lighting up like Times Square on New Year's Eve. Right now, your brain is keeping you breathing, controlling your heart rate, processing these words, and probably thinking about what's for dinner. Even when you're sleeping, your brain is still working harder than a coffee shop barista during morning rush hour. People believe the 10% myth because it's comforting. The idea you have a huge untapped reservoir of genius just waiting. Sorry to burst your bubble, but you're already using your whole brain. It's like finding out your phone has been at 100% battery this whole time. There's no secret extra power waiting to be unlocked. Number 3, it's impossible to swallow your tongue. You've probably seen it in movies. Someone has a seizure, and people panic, trying to stop them from swallowing their tongue. Turns out that's about as possible as swallowing your own elbow. Your tongue is anchored to the bottom of your mouth by a thick band of tissue. It's not going anywhere. This myth has actually caused serious harm. For years, people were taught to jam things into the mouths of people having seizures. Spoons, wallets, you name it. This often leads to broken teeth, damaged gums, and can even cause the person to choke on the object. The correct thing to do is gently roll the person onto their side. This keeps their airway clear and allows any saliva to drain out, preventing choking. Don't put anything in their mouth. The biggest danger isn't their tongue. It's the bad advice that has been spreading for decades. Number 2, different learning styles are nonsense. You probably think you're a visual learner, or maybe an auditory learner. Your whole life might be a lie. All those quizzes you took in school to find out your learning style were about as scientific as a horoscope. For decades, scientists have tried to find evidence that teaching to a student's preferred style helps them learn better. They have found absolutely nothing. There is zero proof that it works. Your brain isn't a picky eater that only accepts information one way. It's way more sophisticated. Your brain uses whatever method works best for the thing you're trying to learn. Want to learn how to swim? Good luck doing that just by looking at pictures. Want to learn what a giraffe looks like? Listening to a description won't be as effective as just seeing one. This myth has cost schools millions of dollars accommodating different styles, money that could have been spent on proven teaching methods, and on teaching kids that their brains are far more capable and flexible than this myth gives them credit for. Number 1, you never really learn your lesson from pain. You know that feeling after a horrible hangover when you swear on your life, never again, or after a painful breakup when you think you'll never risk it again. Turns out your brain is designed to make you a liar. Scientists discovered that your brain is wired to make you forget the true intensity of pain. And it's not just hangovers or heartbreak, it's everything from broken bones to childbirth. You remember that it was bad, but you can't re-experience the raw feeling. This isn't your brain being stupid, it's a clever survival trick. If we remembered exactly how agonizing everything was, the human race would be paralyzed by fear. No one would ever have a second child. Athletes wouldn't get back up after major injuries, and we'd never risk loving again after getting hurt. Your brain's memory centers essentially edit out the worst parts of your painful memories. So next time you say, "I'll never do that again," just remember your brain is already planning to make you forget your promise. You're not weak-willed, you're just working with hardware that's designed to make you get back up and try again. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.